Good morning, everybody. This morning I got the disc behind me. We're gonna do some cutting, some hay mowing for a neighbor here. They need this mowed today because by Friday, they need it done, everything off by Thursday. Even though there's rain in the forecast, by Thursday they're gonna be putting a big tent out here in the field. There's gonna be a big event going on, so they need this hay off so they can get that done. Well, it started raining. I have this tiny bit left. It's not raining hard yet. But it is picking up quite a bit. I can't film much because it takes two hands to do this pretty well, especially if you're going a little faster. But I got this tiny bit to do yet. We'll see. Get it done. Boom, we're done. Pop that off. Swing it into the center. Normally you don't want to get your hay rained on at all. It's not good at all. But if it has to be rained on, it'd be okay to get it done like now, before the hay starts aging, I guess you could say, drying, or it will ruin the hay a lot quicker. If you mow it in the rain or like now, I actually started a little early. It was kind of wet, but now it's raining. I'm glad I started when I did. But if it's gonna get rained on, now is the best time because the grass, the alfalfa grass, is already wet, so it's not as bad for it. Not like you can still make good, decent quality hay with if it gets rained on as it's being mowed or right after it's being mowed. But if there's too much rain, it could leach out and leach the nutrients out. But I don't know if we're going to be getting enough rain for that. But it is supposed to rain the next couple days. Oh well, we'll see. I don't think they'll be able to make dry hay off of it unless it doesn't rain. And towards the end of the summer, it's been a little bit wet. And normally when it's wet, when there's a chance for rain, when the weatherman calls a chance for rain, it rains. So yeah, we'll see how this hay does for them. Still spritzing a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was. But it definitely doesn't look like it's gonna get any better. Boy, that is gonna be a mess to clean off. That's just gonna wanna stick to the disc spine like crazy. If it'd be dry, I'd quickly blow it off, but it won't really blow. Not now anymore. Boy, there's a lot of bugs in this stuff. Wow. We'll just let it sit for a little bit yet. It's after lunch here. Main agent put up this little section of 2x8. We're gonna separate the calves off of the cow, the two oldest. We need to put gates across here, and we put this board here so they can't climb up out into the trough. Also have to find a water trough, which I think I know where one is. You have to get water over here and all that happy stuff. We're gonna grab that gate there on the wall. Then over yonder, there's a gray gate that you probably can't see because it's so far away. Threw a bunch of stuff. We'll grab that and pin them in there. Now Adrian's in there. He's gonna put the ladder away now. We had to put a splice in the hose up there, then ran a hose over to the water trough here for the cattle, for these two calves. And this job is, I think, pretty much done. Soon we're gonna have to go bed though, and we can drive the skid loader in here and bed everything. This pen doesn't really need bedded. We might throw a little bit of bedding in if we have a bunch extra. We'll have to see. Morning, everybody. We got the cattle bedded here. We're gonna go outside and change pastures, make that they can go to a new pasture. Then later today, hopefully, if they go into that pasture that we need them to, then they can go, then we can shut them off so they can't go back to where they are now. And the cattle are right here and down on the other side of the creek there. They can have a pretty big area here. We're gonna open up this fence, then they can go out here up to the edge of the road. So they'll have a really big area, bigger square area here. And we're gonna be gone for this weekend, so we shouldn't have to worry about them this weekend. That's our goal. Back in 2017, this creek was covered in this watercress. I guess you can eat this stuff. I never really did. This stuff has some for bugs in it. We just let it go. But when we put the cattle in, that cleared it up for the most part. Oh, look who's coming. Black, a steer. And it also wasn't this deep either. Here, the past couple weeks we've been getting a lot of rain, so the creek's been extra high. We actually used to have a little golf cart that we were able to drive across here. We also had a little subcompact tractor back then when we bought it that we were able to drive across, so it wasn't too bad. The creek feels really good. Feet are actually getting kind of cold. It is fresh spring water, so it's like 52-degree water. You gonna come? Hi, Black. Looks like a couple of them are coming in. Once they're in and we see them over here, we'll go back over there and we'll cut them off so they can't go back to the pasture that they were at. Then they should be good. We'll get everything cleaned up here. We're gonna go home for a while and get some other work done. Got the 60, the 130, the 6150, and the 2675. All those tractors are put in. The two tractors that we have that aren't put in away aren't running. The Super C over here, we can't get it to start. It has some starter issues. And then the 106 over here, that has a clogged oil line or something in there. So we're gonna have to work at that once we get some time. Once Dad gets some time, because I don't understand those old Deutzes like he does. So once he gets some time, we'll get that running again, which we need that running here in the next couple weeks for chopping. We run that on our blower. All right, we were able to get this started and running. We had to pop start it, but we got it going. That thing doesn't run good, that's for sure. So starter issues, and I think the carb might need adjusted, if not rebuilt. But we'll have to look at that some other time. I need to climb up in the silo. So, yeah, that's not gonna be fun, but I'll have to do that. Count how many doors there are and see if I need to change the gooseneck and lower it. All right, we're here in the silo shanty now. Had some lunch and ran into town, grabbed some stuff. I need to go up there. Up there in that hole. I lost my head mount, or I'd put that on. So I'm just gonna climb up. I'll show you around up there if it's bright enough. The silage is about 19 to 20 feet up. That's the inside of the silo there. Staring right down the chute of the unloader, or the gooseneck. I need to put this, grab a hold of the thing up here, plop it down. Thankfully, me or Dad or whoever did this last, put the cord down. So, it can just be put down and the next door shut. I just gotta lean here, stick my feet on to the concrete there. And then behind me is this chute where the silage falls down. That has good enough strength to hold me good. So I'll just lean against here and do my work. I got it changed. I don't know how well you can see it in there. I actually don't even need to climb in this time because of this wire being down. But there's a motor about right here right there, that spins it. Then there's a chain that goes over here, and it pulls the silage into the center. And then there's a blower, blows it up out of this gooseneck. And it's gonna blow it out of the hole that my feet are in and blow it down to the bottom, or it's gonna fall down there. And there's 2 wheels right there, you can kind of see them. And they just turn slowly and run in a circle. This whole thing pretty much spins, most of this whole thing spins in a circle. The lower half does. Or yeah, everything but the gooseneck. So that just sits there and spins. That's what it's meant to do. Here's what it looks like from the bottom. The silage would fall down here. You can see kind of this old stuff that's built up around this chute. We'll have this chute up there, and that will just redirect it, make it into a closer, smaller area. Then it'll fall into here. We'll throw our grain into this feed mixer, mix it all up good. We'll feed it to the cattle. There's something else that needs fixed before silo filling. Silo pipe broke over the winter and spring over this here growing season. So we need to get that down, get that fixed, and put a new, I think we have to put 2 new sections up. Be a good idea. The rest looks still pretty decent. They're all starting to get rusty, but only the 2 top ones are really bad. Second to top one broke, so might have to take the lift and whatnot all. I'm not entirely sure. I might have to get a cable or something for it. Then I can put a pulley at the top and wrap it around, attach it to the cable or whatever to the pipe, and take a piece of equipment and just take it up slowly, get it closer and closer, and slowly bring the whole pipe down. I'm not sure how they do it, like people that do it for a living, but I think that would work. That's the best idea I've been able to come up with. That'd be safe and have the smallest chance of hurting anybody. Well, I guess this is gonna be the end of the video. We got the camper out. We're gonna be getting ready for another camping trip this weekend with our church, so I need to go get ready for that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.